How's it going, fam? Welcome back to Erica's EDC, and today I'm sitting in the parking lot at my work because I just needed to make a video. Technically, this isn't going to go up until tomorrow because I have a different video on my recent acquisition of the Nice Guy Machine Company pocket clip for the Chris Reef Small Sebenza 31. That's going up right now. This video will be up tomorrow. I just hit myself in the head. But I needed to make a video and show you guys my face because everyone's like, where are you? Why aren't you showing your face? So here I am. So when this video goes up, this is going to be about my week 2 update of the Maximit testing. This has been doing very, very well. But before we get into that, I want to talk about something that is totally going to cause some waves, but you guys know I love surfing, so... Oh, I could go so many different directions with that. Shit. Okay, this is gonna cause some interesting conversation down in the comments. You guys know, because I already posted a video on this knife, that I got a Mike Morin handmade single jack in CPM 154 steel. This is a knife that I got from my friend Jesse for my birthday. These retail for $750 as far as I know. I did not pay for this. It was a birthday gift. My birthday is on the 27th. And I immediately started using this knife because I use my knives. And I, on the first day, within the first few hours, chipped the edge. That's interesting to me. So I just wanted to document that and talk a little bit about what I think maybe happened. And I just want to have it, you know, in the archives in case anybody ever wants to buy one of these, and we have some information in regard to how they perform, what to use them for, what not to use them for, right? This isn't bashing, we're just being realistic here. So this knife I used for 2 things. I used it to open a package and I cut the tape on the package, and I used it to cut up some dog food on a plastic cutting board. Now, I was not observant enough to figure out when this happened. I don't know if it was cutting the package tape or the food. I would figure it was probably the food because that was more of a cutting motion like this, but it was on a plastic cutting board. Either way, along the way, we chipped the edge. Now, I don't know if this camera is going to pick up the chip. I do have photos because I take photos to send to Mac, to send to Mike, because I need to return this to get it fixed. We will see if we can catch it. Ooh, it is. Okay. I'm going to try not to lose focus. There is a small black dot that you will see right here when I remove my pinky, and that is the edge material missing. So I know it looks like a black spot, but that's actually the steel like completely rolled over, and it actually kind of like chipped away, and that's a little missing link there. Let's see if I can try to grab that again. Right near the tip. I hope you can see that. So that happened, and I really was surprised. And then I kind of went through the emotions of like, you know, was this my fault, and is this reasonable that it happened? But then it's $750, and why make a knife if you can't use it? You know, tossing up back and forth, like, dang, like, was this my fault, or is this faulty? Like, should this have happened? And I decided that it probably shouldn't have. Now, I will say, this is ground very, very thin. However, from my experience, CPM 154 should not be chipping. It's not really a chippy steel. It's actually a very good steel when it's heat treated correctly. And if you buy a $750 knife, you would assume the heat treat would be on point. So I did end up reaching out to Jesse about it, who is the one who gifted this to me, and I was like, look, I'm going to send you a photo, but the knife is already chipped and I've had it for 4 hours. What do we do about it? You know, it is ground paper thin, but should we be grinding knives that thin if they can't perform? should we be doing paper thin edges if you can't actually use that knife? That is the question. Will it ever be answered? I don't know. I'm the use your shit girl, so I think that I should be able to use the knife, even if it is a collector's piece. I want to be able to use it because I like using my shit. So Jesse was absolutely appalled. You know, he felt so bad. Instantly reached out to Mac. Mac was like, okay, I'll get you the info to send it back to Mike. He will completely fix it. Like it could be a bad heat treat. It could be ground too thin, whatever. But either way, we're going to get it fixed. No big deal. So I do need to send this back to already get it fixed, even though I just got it. But I wanted to discuss how we feel about this. Is this reasonable that this chipped? Right? Because it's a very expensive knife in a steel that should not chip, but it is paper thin. Should that have happened? I don't know. To me, no. Absolutely fucking not. But some people are going to say, you know, Erica, you're crazy. That is so thin. Like, of course, if you're cutting on a plastic cutting board, you may cause some edge damage. Who knows what the truth is, right? I'm just a person. As Michael Richter would say, I just work here. So this has to go back already. Very disappointed that I will be without this for a little while it gets fixed. I am glad that it is getting fixed. No questions asked. That's awesome. Like, customer service, 100% on point. Does make me a little bit nervous that in the message it was stated that maybe it was a bad heat treat. Ugh. I'm not even going to get into that right now, but that should not be happening, in my opinion. So this is going to have to go back to get fixed. I just wanted to document that just in case anyone is interested in these knives. Move forward with caution. Now, let's do the Maximate update, guys, on this. Okay, so I've been testing this since, like, the last week of July. We're moving through the testing here. Getting a lot of questions about Maximate. Well, would you pick Maximate or S9DV? Would you pick Maximate or MagnaCut? Would you pick Maximate or Vanex? Blah, blah, blah. That's something that we're going to go over in the review, right? Because that's a whole point of the testing, is to see how it compares to other steels in the end. If I keep answering every question about this compared to every other steel under the sun, I'm going to have nothing to talk about or refer to in the final review. So I hope that you guys can be patient. Just wait a couple more weeks. I will get to your questions. I am keeping them all in my little brain to consult at the end of the testing. However, I will say Maximate is an extremely fantastic steel in terms of edge retention, and I cannot drive that home enough. This is a steel that you may want if you were looking for sheer edge retention, guys. This is the king of that, okay? Are you compromising a little bit of toughness? Of course you are. There's always a compromise with everything in life. You know, the toughness is not going to be the same as S30V or S45VN, right? You got to be a little bit careful with this. You don't want to be accidentally hitting a staple in a box or a nail or anything hard. You could cause edge damage. But if you are careful with your knives and you are conscious about how you are using them and you want something with ultimate edge retention, Maximate would be a very good choice for you, and I can say that right up front from my experience. The other really cool thing is that it takes a beautiful patina, as you can see. If you do not like patina and you do not like tool steels, don't look at Maximate. You may want something more relatable to S9DV, because S9DV has incredible edge retention. It is a very hard steel. You are compromising toughness a hair, depending on where you get it from, but Spyderco typically does a really good job at their heat treat on S9DV, along with all of their other steel offerings. So if you want a stainless high edge retention steel, S9DV might be a good choice for you, because you will not get that patina. You will not have to worry about corrosion and rust or anything like that if you get S9DV. It is very stainless. This is absolutely not. This is a patina magnet. A lot of this patina is honestly from being in my sweaty pocket. It is hovering around 85 degrees on the daily here in New Hampshire right now. It is summertime. I sweat I don't know. So some of this patina is literally from Pocket Sweat, but Maximate is far from stainless. So again, S90V if you're looking for a stainless option with high edge retention. If you were looking for something middle of the road with this, but a very nice steel, maybe MagnaCut will be up your alley. MagnaCut is really great in terms of stainless properties. It is stainless as all get out, but the edge retention is also very, very good, especially if you get it from Spyderco or a custom maker. So if you are looking for something a little more mainstream with better toughness, MagnaCut may be a good choice for you because it definitely has better toughness than S90V and Maximate 100%. It is not going to be as difficult to maintain either. Because it has better toughness, you will have an easier time sharpening it, for example, okay? And when we use the word toughness in regard to knives, we're talking about almost like the flexibility of the edge. How much flexibility do you have to ding that thing into a staple and have it either roll or literally chip material away? That's what toughness kind of covers in the realm of knives. And I am not a metallurgist. I am not a knife professional by any means. I am just a gay girl that uses her shit. But that's what toughness means. So typically when you have a knife with good toughness, it's easier to sharpen. And if you hit something hard, the edge will roll and you can kind of almost bend it back in your sharpening and you're not losing any of that edge material. But obviously your edge retention is a little compromised. The steel is basically typically a little bit softer, okay? If we go to the other end and you have not very good toughness, you have a steel like this, like Maximate, that is very hard and it holds an edge forever, but the toughness is not that great. It's a very hard steel, so it's going to be harder to sharpen. And if you hit something hard with it, like a nail or a staple, or you drop it on the driveway while it's open, this edge is going to chip as opposed to roll, right? So it could hypothetically happen that a piece of the edge may actually break off if it hits something harder than the steel, and you will be actually missing a piece of your edge, okay? And then that's really difficult to remedy, especially at home. So it's always a compromise because this will outperform and outcut a lot of those high toughness steels any day, but you got to be careful for boo-boos with this, right? Always a compromise, and I'm just saying that MagnaCut is a great middle point of that because it has very, very good edge retention, especially when it is custom heat treated or done by Spyderco. Very, very good toughness, very, very good edge retention, easy to sharpen, and you're getting a number of qualities from those higher end, higher hardness steels like S90V, like Maximate, like 15V, like 10V, like S110V. Does that make any sense? I'm not a professional, I just work here, okay? That's what I have for you guys today. I need to go back inside, finish doing my stuff for the night, but I just wanted to say hi to you guys, kind of connect with you, because I've been doing a ton of like tabletop or truck bed sit-in videos, trying to use that other side of the camera on my phone for those detailed videos for you guys, and I have not been able to show my face and connect with any of you. So I just wanted to say hi, fam. I love you guys. I am alive. I am here. It is not AI doing the videos. It is me, myself, and I. I've just been trying to get those up-close shots for you guys. But I love you guys so much. I really do. I love every single one of you. I am so grateful for all of you. I will see you on the next video. Go use your shit. Learn how to sharpen your knives. And I will see you so soon. I love you so, so much. Take care.